Science says that our looks, our habits, our personality, even the color of our eyes, the color of our hair, even the diseases, everything, every information is stored in our DNA. And palmistry says that the brain accesses and gets or retrieves this information from the DNA and prints out on the palm. Once again, I repeat that palmistry says that all the information that is stored in our DNA is accessed, is retrieved and printed out on our palm. Hi, I'm Sunita Chabra. Today we're going to talk about how palmistry is relevant even today and what all we can do to improve our lives. First, to start with, the science has this concept that the information is stored in our DNA, and palmistry says that the brain takes this information from the DNA and prints out on this palm. When a child is in the womb of his mother or her mother, in the 4th month, the child starts getting the lines on the palm. And spiritually also, the palmistry also, the spiritual world also believes that when the soul enters the body in the womb of the mother, that is when the karmic process starts. The universe starts working on this. Meaning this, that the lines on a palm are not random. They have special meaning. And we must learn to improve our lives, be it yoga, be it gymming, be it meditation and astrology, palmistry, anything that we can learn to improve our lives. See, life is as it is very difficult. I mean, there's so many sudden and surprising events coming into our lives that we have no control over, and all the things that we can do to improve our lives is we must learn. Like I said, we must learn yoga, we must also learn palmistry, because this is a printout. And what happens is that something we are born with, and something with our growth, spiritual growth and the changing, we change our destiny. This is the idea about making this video, is that we must learn to read our palms and make our lives very beautiful, so that whatever the destiny throws, we are well equipped. If we know what's going to happen in our future, we can make improvements in our lives today. This is your channel, and somebody wrote in a comment section, she asked me that for women, which palm should be read, whether it should be the right palm or the left palm. And if you also want to ask something, you can send me email, you can leave a comment, and I will definitely try and make the video on it. Now, I differ with the modern palmist. Modern palmist says that unlike in the older ancient palmists used to say for the women, the left palm should be read, and for the men, the right palm should be read. But modern palmist says two things. One, that for a right-handed person, right palm should be read, and for a left-handed person, left palm should be read. But that cannot be true. Why? Because I have included this description, scientific research, in my description box, that science says that the world is not composed of 50-50 ratio of right-handed people and the left-handed people. In this world, 90% people are right-handed. So if the 90% people are right-handed, so we are actually will be reading only the right-hand palm. The left hand is no relevance then. Only 10% people will be reading the left hand palm, and for the rest we'll be reading 90% of the people will be reading the right hand palm. So this cannot be true. This cannot be true. And second, I would ask all the modern palmists and those who believe in this that rethink it cannot be possible. Second, I've included the research study, one of the research study in my description box about that 90% people are right-handed and 10%. Second thing, they say that nowadays the women go out for work. They are financially independent. They take independent decisions. So their right palm should be red, not left. I would ask you, so you mean to say palmistry is related with money, financial independence? You mean women have qualified from left palm to right palm only on the basis of financial independence? That cannot be true. Why? Because palmistry is not at all money minded. It's nothing to do with money or financial independence. It's a spiritual science. It's a science also, and it's spiritual. So we cannot give the financial independence because women are going out and earning money, so we should read their right palm. No, it cannot be. One thing. I'll come to other things also and tell you how science, what says ancients have written about left palm and right palm. I'll come to that also. And another thing, lockdown and COVID, a lot of people are working from home. Work from home culture has come. So tell me one thing, should we start reading 90% people's left palm again? If going out, okay, one thing is there, financial independence is there, but stepping out in the world, taking independent decisions is not the criteria, because there is work from home culture also. And the personality development, if you relate it with work from home, work people, is incorrect. Okay. What the science says? The science says that the right side of the brain is connected with the left side of the palm, and left is connected with the right. There is a cross wire of nerves behind our necks. Means left is connected with right and right is connected with left. Okay, so we know one thing. Science says another thing. Science says that right brain people are different from left brain people, and there is a gender bias also. Means women are different from, are more right brained, and men are more left brained. The science says that. And I've included few of the research studies. Once again, I've included these research studies in my description box. So what does they say is that right brain people are supposed to be more intuitive, creative, they are more free thinkers, they are more qualitative. They are like big picture thinkers, experience the worlds in a more descriptive or subjective manner, whereas the left-handed people tend to be more quantitative, analytic, they are more into details and more logic oriented. So the way the right-handed people, right brain people think and the left brain people think is different. It's a total different. So the right brain part of the brain is functioning differently, and the red. This is what the science says. And we know that there is a nerve cross behind our necks where the right part and the left part are connected. The palms are connected. So going by that logic, and also the genders, they say that women are more right brained. They have more attributes towards this. So this science proves this, that right and left are connected. So palmistry also says the same thing. Ancient palmist says that for women, left palm should be red, not because they are financially now were not independent, or they were not going out, they were not thinkers, or because men and women think differently. So because they did think differently, and science also says the brain is very differently structured for the men and women, which part of the information women are retrieving the information, more gray matters are centered there. This also they say that uh, the part where of the brain where there is more of excess, we are using that part of the brain, the more gray matter is on that side of the brain only. For left brain people, the more gray matters on the other side. So by this logic, it say means is that right left palm of women should be red, and for the men left right palm should be red. What also ancient palmistry says is that first you check for women the left palm, and if there is a sign which is on the right palm, cross check it. It's the original copy. Cross check it with your right palm. And for men, if there is a sign on the right palm, cross check it with the left palm. If both the palms have the same sign, there is a higher probability, greater chances that that event will occur. Higher probability. The chance of occurring is near certainty, means there is a higher probability of this happening. And if it is found on one palm only and not on the other palm, then you need to work more towards, if it is good, you can make it happen. If it is not good, then you can work towards not making it happen. So for men and women, brains are different, so the palm should be different. And second thing, for all the science oriented people also, I would also say is that these lines on our palm are not random. They have certain meanings. Maybe in future, if we think about it, if we are really, we need to work, we need to find research studies, we need to do more research work to connect why we have palms. See, in this world there is so much we don't know about it, of our lives, what's happening around us, so much random things happening. So I think that science needs to include more research studies where they can also include these palmistry as a subject, why we have our lines on our palm and what specific meanings they have. So ancient palmists always believed that, even today modern palmists believe, even modern palmists, and one thing they are in this thing, that these lines have special meanings, and what these meanings are also well defined. If you have a long headline, this means you're very intelligent, whatever. The meanings are well defined. They are not abstract. They are not something vague. They are not vague. They are very clear. There is a clarity in this. So, I would ask that understand that there is lot of information in our DNA, stored information in our DNA, which is something we can, you know this, that they say that if you do meditation and do more kind of kundalini jagriti, that which is what is said, is helps retrieve more information. We become intuitively more strong. Why? Because we are able to access the information stored. Our brain becomes more capable of getting that information from our DNA, and we get to know of things happening beforehand. So let's all learn to read our palms and make our lives beautiful, so that we are more happy. And because nowadays there's so much emphasis going on, and there's so many problems, we keep hearing about depression, mental health. So I would say is that when we are talking about so much of mental wellness and health, why not include palmistry? Learn palmistry. Maybe if you are a positive thinker, then you will understand, yes, in my future so much positive is written, maybe I should discard the negative way of thinking. Hope is something we all need. today. In today's world, so much difficulty and all, we need hope, and palmistry can give you hope, and it's good for our mental wellness, health, and improving our lives. So we must learn to read our palms, and as I said, right palm for men and left palm for women. But reconfirm with the second palm whether the signs are present in the other palm also or not. So I hope, as usual, my video helps every one of you, and if ancient any of the palmists, the modern palmists disagree with it's, I still respect your views, and I hope you will also make effort to understand the logic behind what I said. Thank you.